Let's talk about the step where most people slow down, not because it's difficult, but because it feels like a big decision. Rebranding a digital product. This is the point where a lot of beginners start questioning themselves. They think, am I even allowed to change this? What if I do it wrong? Should I buy another course before I move forward? What if I pick the wrong product? So today, I want to break this down clearly and simply, without the noise. And by the end of this video, you'll have one simple action to complete today. Not a long to-do list, not tech, just a decision that moves you forward. What rebranding actually means and what it doesn't. Rebranding does not mean rewriting the content, changing the strategy, adding more lessons, or rebuilding the product from scratch. That's where people get stuck. Rebranding simply means taking an existing digital product and putting it under your name, your brand, and your positioning, without changing how it works. You're not rebuilding the house, you're deciding what name goes on the front door. And for a beginner-friendly side hustle, that's exactly what you need. Why this step feels heavier than it actually is. Most people don't struggle here because they lack skills. They struggle because of decision overload. By the time they reach this step, they've often bought a $497 plus ELAS course, watched hours of training, seen others doing more, and now feel pressure to do everything properly. So instead of moving forward, they freeze. They open Canva. They tweak fonts. They rename things 5 times. They close everything, and nothing gets finished. This series exists to prevent that. The goal here is clarity over creativity. The real decision you're making today is not about design. It's about choosing which one digital product you're committing to for the next 30 days. That's the decision that unlocks everything else. And there are only 2 valid options. Option 1, use a done-for-you digital product with resale rights. This is the simplest path. A done-for-you product means the content already exists, the structure already works, the strategy is already laid out. Your role is not to rewrite it. Your role is to implement it. This option makes sense. If you're short on time, you've already bought courses and felt overwhelmed. You want momentum without starting from zero. This is the route I chose for this series, not because it's trendy, but because it fit real life. Option 2, use a digital product you already have. Some of you already own something, maybe a guide from a previous course, a low-ticket product you never launched, or a digital resource sitting in your files. You don't need to buy something new just to follow along. What matters is this: you choose one product and commit to it for the next 30 days. No switching halfway through. No buying the next viral course. No jumping ahead, just one product, one focus. Why one product matters. Especially if you've bought courses before, let's talk honestly. A lot of people buy expensive courses believing, once I have this, I'll finally know what to do and actually start. But what they get instead is too many options, too many paths, too many strategies, and no clear starting point. So nothing moves. They don't see results straight away, gets discouraged, and quietly stops. A single low-ticket product does the opposite. It reduces overwhelm, comparison, decision fatigue, and it builds something far more important early on: momentum. Momentum comes from finishing, not from learning more, what you can change and what you shouldn't. Once you've chosen your product, rebranding becomes straightforward. You are allowed to change. The product title, the cover design, the branding colors, the name on the product, how you describe it publicly. You should not rewrite the core content, change the strategy, restructure. The steps add new promises. Your job right now is not improvement. Your job is execution. Today's simple action, this matters. This is the only task for day 3. Action step. Day 3, decide which one digital product you're committing to for the next 30 days. Write its name down. Say to yourself, this is the product I'm finishing. That's it. No Canva, no tech, no posting, just clarity. If this step feels uncomfortable, that's normal. Most people don't quit because it's hard. They quit because making decisions alone feels heavy. That's where Daily Income Unlocked fits into this series. Not as something you need to keep watching, but as the guided version of these exact steps laid out clearly, so you don't have to guess. Think of it less like a course and more like someone walking beside you saying, here's the next step. You're on track. You can absolutely keep following this series for free, but if you want the structure without the second guessing, the walkthrough is linked below. What's next? In day 4, we'll focus on getting your digital product ready to sell. Not perfect, just finished. Because progress doesn't come from waiting. It comes from moving.